I'm Sandra Dunn. My husband Rick and I are Pro 4s. I want to thank each of you for sharing a little of your time on this July 4th weekend. I also want to thank all the people who have come to us over the last few weeks as we have learned from Eric Worre in his book, Go Pro. Now, I get to be the closing act tonight as I talk about anything worthwhile takes time. For those of you who don't know Rick and me, let me share just a little bit about us. I'm a retired educator. I have taught everything from little 3-year-old preschoolers through college undergraduates. Rick is a retired senior corporate executive. Now, his corporate journey provided very, very well for our family, but it had huge costs. With each move, both up the rungs of that corporate ladder and as we literally moved from one side of the country to the other multiple times, he missed more and more of our son's life. For most of his career, he worked 60 or more hours a week and traveled more than 100 days a year. He missed those parent-teacher conferences, ball games, and school performances. But he never fully realized just how much he missed until one day we were playing with our little grandson, and he asked if our son had done the same things. Well, of course, the answer was, of course he did. You just weren't there to see it. But when we were married many years ago, we believed that our path was to work really hard in school, work really hard at our jobs, raise our family, and particularly for Rick, to work very hard with each step up that corporate ladder so that he could better provide for us. But we were always building someone else's dream, not ours. Today, we know that people have other options. We found that option in our retirement, and it is so much more rewarding and so much more fun than anything we've done before. We want people to know that they have an option that can give them financial and time freedom so that they can take charge of their lives. Now, for the past few weeks, we have delved into this classic network marketing book, Go Pro, by Eric Worre. In these final chapters, he begins by making us think about our expectations regarding how quickly we should begin making money in our network marketing business. He reminds us that when starting a business in any traditional format, you would never expect to make money the first week, the first month, year, even the first few years. In our case, we started several entrepreneurial businesses using a traditional business model where we owned locations, we hired employees, paid the bills, paid the bank, paid taxes, all of those things. If we had expected to make a quick return on our investment, we would have been very sadly mistaken. But for some reason, a lot of people who are just starting out in network marketing expect to make their money back in the first month, they're making a profit in the second month, and by the third month, when it rolls around, they expect to be rolling in the money. And when that doesn't happen, do they blame themselves? No, they blame network marketing. Now, network marketing professionals know that while we have a better way, anything of value takes time to develop. If I want to earn more, I have to learn more. I must learn and develop the necessary skills to become a professional network marketer. I want to rely on my skills rather than expecting that luck or timing or positioning is what I need. I think of this as continuing education. Plumbers, accountants, teachers, lawyers, even doctors, we all take part in continuing education so that we are always knowledgeable about the newest information as well as challenges in our respective fields. Now, Eric Worre gives us a formula to set our expectations for success in this business. Now, before I go any further, I want to make a comment here. You will hear along the way about a few people who achieve success very quickly. You'll hear, I made Pro 3 in just a week. I made Pro 5 in 3 months. Oh, wow, I made Pro 7 in only 9 months. Yes, there are a few people like that, but I don't want anyone to be discouraged when you hear about those very rare stories. Eric Worre's 1-3-5-7 formula makes so much sense, and it sounds so much more realistic. According to him, as a general rule, you should expect to take about 1 year to become competent and profitable. With about 3 years of consistent time and effort, you'll probably be ready to go full time. With about 5 years of consistent effort, you should be well on your way to becoming a 6-figure earner. And by the time you've invested about 7 years of consistent effort, then you will be an expert. Now, some people make this journey sooner, some take longer. Our individual personal timetables are dependent on the decisions we make, and we should never count on false and unrealistic expectations. So go to work on developing yourself so that you reach your goals in a reasonable way, in a reasonable time, that is based on your effort, the time you devote to developing and building your business, and the investment you make in developing your skills. Now, Eric Worre said one of the best things that ever happened to me was realizing that there were no good or bad experiences, only learning experiences. You need to learn from every meeting and event you go to. Rick and I have made it a habit to ask each other as we leave every LifeVantage event, no matter how large or small, what was your big takeaway? Almost always we found at least one idea, comment, or explanation that helped us develop our belief and improve our next presentation. Rarely, but occasionally, we would leave saying, "Whew, well, I don't ever want to do that." But either way, we learned. How else do we continue learning? Well, we have to be an active student of the MLM business, the industry. Always learning, always growing, always trying to be better, and we have so many ways to accomplish this important task. First, we want to model successful behavior. We have many successful people in LifeVantage, so we need to learn from what they do. Where will you learn what they do? By attending every local and regional event where an elite distributor is presenting, and especially attend corporate events like our upcoming Elite Academy in Anaheim and then in Orlando in October. You must get and stay plugged in by attending local, regional, and national events. Here is where your belief and passion will grow. Here is where you will hear others share their stories. No matter how large or small the event, be there. Now here's the big one. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Believe me, Rick tried it. It doesn't work. Our leaders have given us a proven plan that works. We call it the blueprint to success. If you follow our blueprint using Eric Worre's plan, do, review plan, it's really pretty simple. Here's how it works. You study. I like to use the word plan. So you study, you practice, you revise what doesn't work so well, then practice some more and repeat. From planning what and how to share your why, to how to offer an invite, to resolving concerns, you're going to plan what to say, practice saying it, revise, then practice again, and repeat the process until you're comfortable with what you're going to say. Now, don't get distracted whenever you hear someone say, try this, try that. Here's the perfect invite. Focus on business, not on product. You're going to hear so many things. Don't get distracted. By following the blueprint, you know the skills you need to develop and what you need to master. This doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to what others suggest. It means you must listen carefully to determine what works best for you in your growth as a professional network marketer. Now, as you're doing these things, you need to get in front of the room. This can be in front of one person or a group. You yourself will improve every time you get in front of the room. People are going to hear your enthusiasm, your passion, before they listen to your words. So speak from your heart. The key point here is, don't think you have to be an expert in order to talk with anyone. Yes, you're going to plan what you want to say, but let your words be from your heart. One more thing. Professional network marketers make studying the industry a part of their day. To become professional, you have to learn about the industry. Now, this doesn't have to be from a book. You can listen to audiobooks, audio trainings, motivational YouTube videos, or watch Eric Worre's video recordings. Listen to the pro audios on our LifeVantage app. Use one of these ideas. Use them all, but make learning a daily habit. Now then, with all of that being said, everything we've talked about is great, but it is going to be 100% totally useless if you don't take action. Do not fall into the trap of getting ready to be ready. Quit worrying that you're going to say or do the wrong thing. Quit worrying that you're going to be embarrassed. Remember, people are going to respond to you and to your story more than anything else. And if you think you're the first person to be scared the first time you stand in front of a group, well, all I can say is you need to just get over it, because every distributor has felt exactly the same way. And you know what? The guests are going to listen to you and they're going to say, wow, she really believes in what she says. She believes in this company and the products. I do too, and if she can do it, I can do it too. So just jump in there and do it. Now, in conclusion, let me say this. We are all on this LifeVantage journey to achieve the freedom we are each looking for. Regardless of the form your freedom takes, it is possible for you to achieve it. It isn't free. It takes hard work to stay consistent when the world around you is trying to distract you. It takes hard work to learn the skills required for long-term success, but that's long-term success. It takes hard work to become the leader you were meant to be. But remember, anything worthwhile takes time. Eric Worre concludes by saying, network marketing changed my life for the better because it forced me to become a better person. This network marketing profession is an incubator for personal growth. You're going to learn how to face your fears, how to solve problems, how to feed your mind with positives, and how to protect your mind from negatives. You will learn how to grow stronger and how to lead others. You will touch the lives of so many people. You will be the leader that you want to follow. You will achieve the freedom to enjoy what you choose to enjoy. And then you will know that it was all worth it. I want to thank all of you for listening. I hope that you have found this, as well as all of the other training sessions, useful to building your business. Thank you and good night.